Hey you guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. So in this video I'm going to be talking about three currency pairs. I'm going to be talking about USD JPY, a loss that I took due to a daily time frame reversal and how I plan to make my money back. I'm going to be talking about Euro NZD, a trade that I'm in, and prayerfully it'll take profit. Then I'm going to talk about AUD USD, a 4-hour trade setup that I see, and I'm going to try to get into it today or tomorrow. So let's go ahead and let's start the video now. If you guys look here on USD JPY, I've been talking to you guys about USD JPY over the past month now. And I had a trade that I wanted to enter into. I actually did end up entering into it and I got stopped out. So if you guys go back and watch my previous video, you'll be able to see. I'm going to try to leave it in the description or a card somewhere up here so you can see the analysis. So obviously the trade did not play out, so it was a losing trade, but I'm not too heartfelt because I did take some really nice winners back here in June and July, the beginning of the end of July, well, the beginning of July, the end of June, I took some really great trades. So like I said, I'm not too heartfelt. Losses are just a part of this game here, but I like to use a loss as an opportunity to trade the opposite direction. So the reversal came when price passed 134.748. One thing about when I trade and when I teach is that I always tell students to say, hey, have a contingency plan, or just understand that when you lose money, there's a reason why. You need to know why you lost. I try to have it set up that if I lost and I get stopped out, it's because the markets have reversed, right? I don't want to get stopped and not understand why I ended up losing a trade. So with that being said, let's talk about what's happened. So now that price has reversed on the daily time frame, I'm going to be very specific with time frames. Reversed on the daily time frame, what this tells me and lets me know is that not only has price reversed, but I need to go up in time frames to look at what's really going on. I want to get a bigger picture. I don't want to say that price is in a downtrend or just prices in an uptrend or whatever the case may be. I want to understand what's going on. So if you guys look here on the weekly time frame, I'm just going to zoom so y'all can see what the plays are. Y'all can see that price is still in the uptrend, right? We still have higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs that have been created. So technically, USD JPY is still very bullish. And the only time I'm really going to look to see if price is really selling off to be bearish is if price passes 126.364s. So that means that I'm still looking for a buying opportunity, but I could sell this information still to make some money to the downside. And so what that can look like is I need price to pull back and prove it can stay below 139.42s. And if this is the case, I could look to sell back down into the 128 range here. And that's probably what I'm going to look for. So I'm not in a trade right now. I'm not looking to be in the trade setup right now. All I'm looking for is to see if price can pull back for me so I can get a better entry and then trade to the downside. Now, another reason why I'm talking about this is because this is also a counter trend trade that I'm looking at. I don't want to get stopped out on a counter. So I'm going to, just hold off and see what happens. Now, a trade that I'm in at this current moment is Euro New Zealand dollar. Now, I've been in this trade for quite some time. I'm in a long-term position based on the weekly time frame. I'm up well over 400 pips at the current moment from around my entry target. So right now, I'm up about 478 pips to where we are. Now, there was another opportunity that I was able to enter in on, which was on Friday. And that is here if you guys follow me, and keep in mind that no matter what time frame this is that I look at, I'm always trading the same technique. I don't change any of my rules, right? I like to trade with the trend. I am a trend trader, and so I try my best to do that. I do have rules for counter trend trading, but it got to be a really darn good setup. Okay, so if you guys see here, lower lows, lower highs, lower high, lower low, lower high here, potential lower high. So the trade was taking around this area here on Friday. And so now I'm hoping that price could come back down to the previous low and then continue more. Now on this setup, which I am in the trade here, I'm up about 100 pips. Have another 28 pips to go. What I'm going to do is move this trade to break even, because since we're already at take profit, I want to go ahead and lock in my profits because I don't want to be taken out of this trade. Now, my original position, my long-term position, I've already locked in my profits. So this trade is just going to be a runner. And this has been a really nice trend. As you can see, it's been very steady. We did have a false breakout that made it seem like price would do a runner up, but it didn't. And ever since then, price has just been scaling down. So prayerfully she can continue. So we'll just see how this goes for the time being, okay? The last pair that I want to talk about is AUD USD. And this is to the upside here. So it's a 4-hour position, but I want to go ahead and talk about the full analysis really quick. So I'm looking for price to continue up to potentially 0.71 fours. And this is a counter trend trade because technically price is bearish on AUD USD. If we go to the weekly time frame here, you guys can see how we had a lower low, lower high, lower low situation. So this is just the retracement here. There's nothing much I can do on the daily time frame. Last night I was talking to my students about the difference between the fluctuations that were over here in June and July and the fluctuations that we've had the latter part of July going into August. So what I'm looking at now, because I don't really have a good setup on the daily, could be a potential setup on the 4-hour. So as you guys can see here, we have higher highs, higher lows. We had a higher high, higher low, higher high here, but price ended up pausing, pushing past it, making it like a reversal, but then price had made a new higher high. And so last night I was telling them when price was here, I said, listen, I don't want to trade this too early. So I either want price to push past 0.69 cents or 70 cents before making a trading decision, especially on the 4-hour time frame, because the lower time frame should go sometimes the more you can get stopped out, right? And I'm not looking to be stopped out just to say I could put in a trade. So now that price has made a new higher high, and it looks like we could be seeing some pullback, which is really good because I know my take profit will go to, then I could be more inclined to want to take a buy here, going back up to the highs and further, okay? Because my target is still up here. And so this is what I'm looking at for just the week ahead for right now. So USDJPY was a loser, but I'm looking for a pullback. It could come within a week. It could come within this week. It could take 2 weeks. It may not pull back for me. That is fine, right? As long as I know that there could be a potential opportunity. Euro New Zealand, I'm already in the trade. I'm going to move the trade to break even. And then AUD USD is one that could have a potential really good 4-hour setup to the upside. Okay, so I pray you guys have a really great trading week. Remember that losers are a part of the game. They happen, but you can always make the money back. But don't revenge trade. Just give it some time. Let the pair sit up again. You know, make sure you have your rules. Make sure you have your reasons for wanting to enter the trade, and just go for it. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys in the next video. You guys be blessed.